The forge blazes again, Ryder, thanks to you. But that's no excuse to hang about. Have you not a construct to awaken?
Why use a key to awaken the constructs?
Spirit doesn't pass through stone, unless you carve a channel for it. That's what the key is for. It's sharp enough to slide through the stuff of life. Be careful where you point it.
You're sure this key is special? Valles doesn't seem so impressed.
Aye. He mourns the loss of his friend.
Valles had a friend?
Och, aye. His great hammer, Splinterbone. It felled many a giant. But Valles lost it in a dungeon west of here, and it weighs heavy upon him. If you can find Splinterbone and return it to my brother, you will earn his gratitude. Mayhaps the forging of a proper weapon.
What was Valles doing in a dungeon?
We hoped to restore the shattered forge within, but it was corrupted and overrun by the sea and vermin. We barely escaped with our lives, no thanks to Karn.
You let that pup guide you?
Aye. At the time we did not see the harm, but Karn would do anything to prove himself. I fear one day he will go too far. You will find the hammer just past the fjord. The Stonefather be with you, horseman.
What can you tell me about this place?
I've been here but the once. The time I tried to tip a construct.
A fine sport.
Aye, 'tis. I could but nudge him an inch before my nerves gave out. The whole time I felt Muria watching me. Horseman, may I beg you another favor?
What is it this time, pup?
A compass that guided me to many wonders when I was young. I thought it lost, like the temple. But now that you've found one...
The other will follow. Very well, Khan.
My stone aches.
You may ache, Warden, but you're not corrupted. Not yet.
Corrupted. Then it was not a dream. The Makers have need of me.
The Makers say that you can reach the Foundry, and that a Guardian lies within.
The Foundry, yes. It is where I was cast. But it was lost. And now, you will need my help.
Corruption spreads across your realm and you slumber.
Stone is heavy. It is easier to rest. In my dreams, I can move again. In my dreams, I am flesh.
This place, what was it?
I cannot tell you. It's on the tip of my tongue, but my tongue seems to be elsewhere.
Will you help me, old one?
Yes.
Shall we?
Hold on, little one. In my slumber, I have felt the Guardian reach into my dreams. He is the strongest of us all, but in his heart there is a hunger. The Guardian was built to destroy. He has much in common with corruption. must speak with Adard and make your peace before we cross over. There may be no crossing back.
Gorward has passed into the earth.
Then we have lost one of our greatest allies. Now, what will you kill next?
I've restored your forge and brought life to stone. But am I any closer to the tree? Tell me now, old one, or you may never get the chance. I hear the foundry is dangerous.
As is the tree, horseman, and the entire forest. That is why you must awaken the Guardian. But have you asked yourself why you seek the tree?
The Tree of Life is where I will find my brother's absolution.
The Tree of Life is a gateway. From it, one may travel to places undreamed of, whether a world of oceans and forests, or ice, or endless night. The tree exists there. It may appear different, yet it is the same tree, and its roots connect all the realms. The Tree of Life is not where journeys end, but where they begin.
Have touched the darkness again and again.
Here is what you asked for.
Ah, thank you, horseman. You'll not be sorry for your trouble. This talisman will certainly help you on your quest. But I fear you will not break your destiny.
No, but I believe I might bend it a little.
So the time has come.
Tell me about the foundry.
It is a holy site, where soul is fused with stone.
Doesn't look so holy from here.
The darkness has spared little in our realm. But the foundry is a place of magic. It is strong, and with your help we will claim it once more.
What became of the other wardens?
In my dreams I felt many of my brothers, but only one still called Aura, a warden most ancient. Song still haunts me, though his stone is lost. Flesh or for stone. There is no shame in turning back.
No point either.
You heard the warden. It's not safe to go alone. You need my help. That's the Guardian, Rider. And if you would get to the tree, we will have to wake that beast.
And then what?
The Guardian will do what it was meant to. Destroy the corruption blocking the tree.
But it looks finished. Why does it just stand there?
The body is finished, aye. But as it stands, it is no more than dead stone. To give life to the stone, we must give it the essence of a maker's heart. 3 of them for a beast this large.
And how do we do that?
These heart stones were finished, along with the Guardian, but never married to the stone. They're all in the temple. We need only look to find them.
Then let's go.
Here, I'll take care of this. Let's get this back to the Guardian.
place the stone into the Guardian?
We've seen its work, horseman. Corruption fair weeps from it.
The other two Heartstones were pure. I'm wagering that their radiance will cleanse the third.
Mayhaps.
Khan, the greater risk is to do nothing.
Aye. The corruption has burned off like rain on a hot forge! You were right!
I was wrong.
No. This can't be. The stone bastard.
Tell me where to find the Guardian.
Head to the plains outside the city. And hurry. Adar is waiting for you both.
No!
Maker's bones. That hurt. It's beyond my help, horseman. Do your worst. You had no choice but to destroy him, horseman. Yet if the path to the Tree of Life is to be cleared, I have no choice but to bring him back.
How many times would you have me kill him?
The Guardian will be as a newborn, free of corruption. Now, stand aside. This will take more than a small effort.
You won't survive this!
I am a maker. That task defines my very purpose, and the reaping of souls defines your own. There is no escaping it! Get to the tree now, horseman. Your journey is far from over.
You fought the Guardian with skill and cunning. I suppose you might make a warrior yet.
Bathy will trouble you no longer.
Then an age of blood and claw has ended. But you still have more to prove. That you survived this trial is a sign of your power. And that your wounds lie deeper than flesh.
You saved our but only time will tell if your path leads into darkness or if it leads out.
Why build constructs? You makers seem sturdy enough.
Even we must eventually pass from this life. But our spirits are far too ancient to be drawn to the dead city. We must instead become one with the forest, or take up a body of stone.
The constructs are dead makers. You think there would be more of them?
Once there were many constructs in the halls of the Stone Father. But corruption has claimed most of their number, and ours as well. I searched for a way to give life to stone without sacrificing the soul of a maker. But I cannot say that life is what I gave my creation.
Something went wrong.
The construct was consumed by fire, rage boiling up from the abyss. It killed one of our young ones and fled into the charred pass. I do not wish to see my creation destroyed, but it must not harm anyone else. I need you to kill it.
You had trouble raising weeds. Why create a construct?
We are a people of stone, born of the fires beneath the earth. I captured a spark from the heart of the Stone Father to bring my creation to life, but it wouldn't stop burning. And soon, his pain turned to rage.
I've slain constructs before, Shaman. How will I know when I've killed yours?
He has taken to calling himself Gorn. The word I know not, but I sense it is ancient, a word of fire. It wells up from within him and spells onto the earth.
Fire or blood, I will drain him of both.
Which was the greater sin? To create a monster, or to send you to kill it?
Either way, it is finished.
Then Gorn's nightmare has ended at long last. I can still see the spark of life burning inside him, turning him to slag. May the stone forgive us, horsemen. I cannot forgive myself.
Who disturbs my sleep? A fleshling in the Forge Lands. You have the look of neither angel nor demon. When last I wrote, they were the children of creation. But your kind, I do not recognize.
How long have you been sleeping?
How long? That I do not know. But I seem to be half my normal stature. With construct sleep, the stone wonders. Perhaps you might find my wayward self and return it to me.
How can I do that?
Take this. A piece of me to awaken the old stone and remind it of life.
What should I call you?
Aura is what I was called in flesh, but in stone, I have no name. And so you have come, bearing your sin like a badge of honor. What do you seek, Pale Rider?
The return of mankind.
To a barren planet shorn of life. Oh, humans are weak and simple. They would not survive this resurrection, nor do they deserve it.
That is not ours to judge. I do this to spare war from the Council's punishment.
And what of the Nephilim? Would you save but one and not the rest?
The Nephilim are a threat to the balance.
If we had taken Eden, none of this would have happened. Yet you rode against us, slaughtered our flesh, then bound our souls in your amulet.
Who are you?
I think you know. Once, you called me brother.
Absalom.
I have forsaken that name. Now, I am corruption. The day you raised your scythe against us, I was born, and soon I will be all. The tree of life has fallen to my darkness, from withered root to fruitless limb, and even death himself will not escape it.
What defines a soul? Some call it the spark within that fights the darkness, that burns for life itself. But what of death, who became the Reaper on the day he slaughtered the Nephilim? He killed his brother, his comrades, and Absalom.
Death! Why do you slay your own?
The Nephilim have no claim to Eden.
There are realms for angels and demons. Why not for us?
Eden belongs to man.
It belongs to those who take it!
The eons have not answered the question. Was it worth it?
Brother.
That one moment. Begot corruption. And crowned him Kinslayer. The bitter victory could not be undone.
Ah, the Pale Rider. Isn't it odd that so many have come here by your hand? And yet you so rarely visit the Dead Kingdom.
I had no plan to visit this wretched place. I sought the Tree of Life, I found it. Now I'm here.
The tree is no destination, my friend. Only a portal to other worlds. If the tree is what you seek, then you have arrived.
That I have been betrayed.
Not so hasty. The tree is wise beyond imagining. If it brought you here, then here is where you belong. Perhaps I can help.
I doubt it.
You would be wise to heed me. I have a merchant's skill to grant your deepest desire. Tell me, Rider, what do you seek?
I would redeem my brother, restore the balance.
Yes, I have heard the tale. Your brother rode, though no call was given, and mankind paid the price.
Guard your tongue, merchant.
I give no judgment, friend. Only pass on that which I have been told. You were right to seek the tree, but it is only the gateway. What you seek is the Well of Souls.
The Well of Souls can restore humanity.
And more. The well channels the dead into this kingdom from every world, above and below. It is also how souls are brought back into creation when they are ready to be reborn.
You still haven't said what you are.
The history of my people was burned to ash along with our world. Forgotten even by those who destroyed them. Now, only the smoke remains. We were not the first, nor will we be the last. It is the way of things.
The way of things is balance.
And what balances life? Nothingness. Or corruption. Eventually, it consumes us all.
So it would seem. None of this explains what you're doing here.
I am merely a humble merchant with a taste for the finer things. In life and in death. I am Ostagoth, and it would amuse me to offer you my wares.
Tree of life, tree of death, portals to other worlds. I know none of this. How is it I have remained so blind, or does your tongue only spit lies?
Much was kept from the Nephilim, and from the Four.
Why?
Because power must be tempered with ignorance. If the Nephilim knew the true nature of the tree, all would have perished.
I forsook the Nephilim, became a warrior for the balance, even killed my own people. I protect these worlds, you and the tree, yet still I remain in the dark.
Forsaken, yes. Forgotten? No. The Nephilim live on in you. But what do I know? I am but a simple merchant.
What if I wish to return to the Forge Lands?
The Tree of Life has many portals, Rider. Some may help you retrace your path. Many portals are closed, but the ones to the Forge Lands remains open.
Pretend that I believe you. Where should my search begin?
You must scale the Serpent's Peak and summon the Eternal Throne. There the Lord of Bones slumbers. He will guide you to the well, or he will have your soul. Before you go, horseman, consider this. My people may be lost, but their relics yet remain. You may come across them in your travels. They are worthless to most, but valuable to me. Return them, and I will trade relic for coin.